welcome to the Talent Greenhouse semi-finals. This is the penultimate episode. My name's Margaret and I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to one of the most creative and vibrant cities in the world, London. It has been a roller coaster ride, creativity, inspiration and pure talent. I really can't wait to see what the Talent Greenhouses have got coming up for us. So let's see who's on today's show. As you all know, our Talent Greenhouses have been tasked with creating an innovative colour technique for us. And the winners, the top 10, will be able to showcase their work on stage at Worldwide Hair Tour in Berlin. Very exciting. So let's see what they have created for us while I go out and explore London.
Okay guys, you've got my comments on the remaining participants. I really can't wait for us to get our heads together after you've had a deeper look through them all, and we'll see who are going to be the final 10 finalists at Worldwide Hair Tour 2024 in Berlin.
Exactly.
Good luck taking a deeper dive, and I'll speak to you all afterwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Hi Mehmet, thank you for your submission. Next time, I want to see you get to play around with color a little bit more. The technique that you did was executed very beautifully, but it's a classic air touch technique. There's no innovation there. I want you to have the opportunity to come up with something new and be creative and really show us who you are. I didn't get to see that in this round. Also, I want you next time to pay a little more attention to our technical rules. I saw you mixing Vue with 5-Vol, and you're not going to get the kind of result that you expected. So thank you, and hope to see you play around a bit more.
Mehmet, thank you so much for your submission. Thank you so much for your amazing work. What I'm seeing from your mood board, I like all the picks, but I don't see the representation on your total look. I mean, in your end look. By the way, you did an amazing job with the head sheet. So thank you so much for that. And for the next, I would suggest you to do something a little bit far away from commercial just for this opportunity. So amazing job.
Thank you, Mindy, for your inspiration. I think it was very interesting to see your mood board because you have this kind of the tweet that was inspiring to do the color technique. And you also added another dimension to it because you use also nylons to create this kind of like effect from the tweet. I think the idea was really amazing, but I think you don't really see it. I mean, if you really look close and make a stand photo, you can see it, but otherwise it's not really visible. I think it should be more visible when you want to do this kind of thing. You have to be more bold and go the full way. I think also the application of your color could be better because on the roots it's very evident. It's kind of like this kind of like greenish look, and then towards the ends and lengths all disappear. If you want to do kind of like a slightly transition, you could maybe have intermix your conditioner with something, a white conditioner, to make it more translucent. So go for a little bit darker green to a lighter green. That's the whole idea. But overall, I like your mood board. I think it was very inspirational. The styling I find is a bit too natural, maybe a little bit too classic. It would be a little bit nicer, I think. That would be appreciated. But great idea. So if I were you, I'll keep working on it.
Hey Mindy, thank you so much for your submission and super agree with my college. About the mood board, I love the color tones and what you are showing to us, and the technique is exactly the same, but I think that we have to, I can see an idea of a washed jeans look or something like that in the hair, but I think that we have to improve a little bit the technique. The idea is good, but it's something that you have to work with. So thank you so much for your submission, and that's all.
Herkese merhabalar. Modelim Esra Gül. Bugün saçlarını boyayacağız. Sürdürülebilir güzellik adına. Buyurun.
Hi Murat. I really liked the shape of your cut. I thought it was pretty cool. And I thought the graduation of the color, using ideas of sort of graduating color like you would with the cut, is lovely. I could see how it represents and connects to your mood board, the idea of sort of the peaks of the mountains with a little bit of color in it. I could see that. The final result in your color did seem like it was being influenced by light, which I really thought was pretty cool. When it came to the styling, I kind of wanted to get my fingers into it a little bit and open it up. So I like your styling, but I would like you to take it just that little bit further, make it a little more natural, sort of get it to feel a little more lived in.
Murat, thank you so much for your submission. I love I like a lot your mood board, but in my opinion, I have to see more connection because I get it super opposite. I see in your mood board high contrast on the top and a little bit of pastel tones at the bottom. So it's opposite to your her work, but in my opinion, works. Your techniques, super intelligent. I think that really fits in a salon work, but as a judge, I expect a little bit more for this competition. I think that can fit also in the Davines identity. So in my opinion, it's a good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pedro, for your inspiration and your brave choice of model. I love it. Nice to see a model don't have to have a surgeon aid, so that's really interesting. I like your mood board, very bluish, but that was also like the idea about to create this kind of denim effect on the hair. I like the way you use the pattern on top of your color, but I probably have done it on a lighter base, so maybe made more like a silver blonde on the lady, and then have done it, because then I think it have been more like, you get the denim effect from it for sure, but I'm missing maybe also it could be funny to see the effect from it, because those kind of material that you're using, very famous from Portugal, I think is quite interesting to use actually. So I think the idea is really great, really brave. I really enjoyed it. I think it was very well executed, and I think also the final style of the model is quite nice.
Brian took the words right out of my mouth. I really liked it. I think it was unique, it was playful, it was fun, and I could get a good sense of the Davines hair identity within Portugal, which was really cool. When it came to the cut, I really loved the strength of the one side. However, I felt that the side that had a little bit more motion, a little bit of softness, for me, I maybe would have left that out. I didn't think it was that necessary. But I liked the work, and congratulations, great mood board, very simple. I think that you maybe could have done a bit better with your head sheets. I think the head sheets for me was a little bit difficult to understand and could be clearer. Hi Rachel, it was great to see a new innovative hair tool come out of this. It was nice to see the airbrush being used in that way. However, I was a little bit afraid when you added water to your formula. I think if you're adding water to the formula, you may end up with an inconsistent or uncontrollable result there. I felt that your haircut needed a little bit more attention. Maybe just a little bit more punchiness coming through in the haircut would work. And overall, I really thought the tone was quite beautiful and quite soft. I think if you were to elevate this a little bit more, I would use the the airbrush to create more contrast. Instead of trying to control the consistency of the color by pulling away and going closer, I would maybe do overlaying colors, so starting sort of really dark and overlaying to lighter colors. But yeah, interesting. Thank you.
Rachel, thank you so much for your submission. And first of all, you have an amazing model. I love the way that the color contrast really fits on her skin. So congratulations for that. I love your mood board. I see a lot of consistency about your mood board and the picture you're showing to us. But my only point, the technique that you are using, I didn't get exactly the details. So in my opinion, it's a really good commercial work. So congratulations.
Wow, that was some incredible work from our participants. And don't forget, we are going to see the top 10 on the stage at Worldwide Hair Tour. So let's see what we can expect from Worldwide Hair Tour in Berlin. This is going to be an incredible event, and I can't tell you how excited I am to see our participants on stage in Berlin. So let's get on with the show and see our next participants' work.
Hi Rose, thank you for your inspirational mood board that you have created for us today. I think your mood board is very strong, but at the same time lacking a little more like inspirational about, you know, what kind of woman will this be that you have inside here with pictures, etc. When that's said, I think the color you have chosen here is interesting. It's nice to see. I think the interaction between them could maybe have been put in a little bit different way. Especially also because maybe the haircut could be even a little bit stronger. I think there's part of the haircut that is really interesting, but there's also other part of the haircut that's a bit like old style. The way you work with the bleach, for me, was not it was uneven, the bleach you created. So I think the way you created your bleach, or you start to do your bleach, was a bit different from what I normally approach a bleach. I think that's something you could work on for the future, because I think there's some opportunities in your creativity, the way you choose your colors. I like, example, you have like a lot of gold inside here together with that kind of like Beaujolais color, I would say, in between, and the blue, but I still think there could be a nicer integration between the colors inside.
Hey Rose, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your submission. But I will look into the end result. I love the color, how it flows, but in my opinion, I want to see how can we develop this technique to a salon. I like your technique. I think that your mood board is really, really good, but in my point is just a little bit old-fashioned. So thank you so much.
Sam. I like your interaction of different kinds of tones that we're seeing. I was looking closely at your mood board, and at times I don't really see how your mood board connects to your final look. Looking at your mood board, you have a lot of references of long hair. And I think maybe some of your ideas that you had would have worked better on long hair. I think just paying a little more attention to the haircut for the next round would be really good. For the next time you enter, just try get maybe things a little bit sharper, a little bit more precision there. I think would look best for this kind of overall look. And yeah, I think you just need to sort of push your creativity a little bit more.
Sam, thank you very much for your inspiration. I think your mood board was represented very well, the color choice you have chosen for your model. I think the way you put them in the blocks could maybe been better integrated, because I think there's a nice synergy between the color choices, but the way you place them for me was not correct. You also use a braiding technique, and I think it was very interesting to see, but the braiding technique at the end, you don't really see the final end result from it. So sometimes we have to rethink things or try it out in a different way to see how it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. Or at least maybe choose then another kind of technique where you can see more evident the technique you want to actually show for the audience. I think the color was overall nice, but again, the integration between them could have been better. Personally, for me, the styling on the hair, where some is very smooth and some of it have like a texture, is a little bit old style for me. I think it's something that's innovative, so I think that's something you should either go for either or, and not try to cover everything in one model's hair. Thank you.
Hi Sergi, I really liked how you complemented your model's skin tone with the peachy colouring. I thought her skin really stood out. This is the first thing that I noticed when I looked at your model. I think when it comes to your mood board, when I saw it, I didn't really understand what you were wanting to tell me. I saw lots of orange inspired stuff, but it didn't tell me enough of a story. I think with the mood board, I want to see sort of more inspirations and not just a color palette. I would like to see a little bit of hair inspiration and maybe sort of just a little bit more, tell more of a story. When I was looking at your color technique and your color formulas, I think maybe you need to create more contrast between the colors. So perhaps don't just change your peroxide, your activator. Maybe consider changing tone, just to give it a little more interest.
I agree with what Candice just said about your hairstyle. I think the mood board is too orange for me. Example, I understand you want to create something peachy, orangey, but I think it's just orange splash. I'm missing a little bit like more the history about your inspiration, what inspired you to create this kind of color technique, what inspired you to choose this kind of model. I think again here the model's skin tone and the hair color goes very well hand together. The technique is very simple, but it's executed very well, so it's very beautiful as an overall end result, but maybe a little bit too commercial. I would like a little more edge to it. I think this is missing because also in your mood board there is some contrast to some of the color, and I think that's a little bit missing in here because she's a very pale girl and you also make it kind of like a pale color. So I think that's missing a bit of a contrast in your image when I see this way here. Finally, I think the haircut could be more interesting. It seems like it's just like done on a fabric. There's not a cut. It's like we're just gonna do this on this to do it. And I think there's missing a little bit like more personality to the model because she's very beautiful, and I think you could have created a little bit stronger look because she had a little bit like a strong image herself. Svetlana, thank you very much for your inspirational mood board. I think it's very strong. I think there are nice nuances to it, many facets at the same time. When I see your head sheet, I think it looks super interesting. I really was very impressed about the head sheet, the color technique. I have a kind of imagination in my mind what I would see. So I expect a little bit long hair, to be honestly. So short hair and that kind of color technique, I don't think really is coming out in the end. So I must admit the inspiration and your idea, your purpose was really great. But I think the final result was misleading to what I was expecting for sure. And I think also that short haircut to the model is not suitable for her. It's very square, in my opinion. So yeah, I think next time try to make a better connection between mood board, your idea, and then the final result.
Svetlana, Svetlana, thank you so much for your submission. I'm not going to talk about the haircut. Just I'm going to keep the focus on the hair color. I see a lot of contrast, but if I have to get the connection with the mood board, there's not a lot of relation with. To be honest, I don't think that this look really fits in the Davines identity. But at the same time, it's an inspiration from your side, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi Tamara, thank you so much for your submission and thank you for your work. I'm taking a time to see you, I'm having a time to see your mood board. I love the picture that you're showing us and I love the color palette, but to be honest, I don't see a really connection with your end result. Talking about your technique, I love your innovation and the process of creation, but I think that we have to work a little bit more in order to get consistency on the results. About the styling, I think that we have to take a look about the balance. That's all. Thank you so much.
Tamara, thank you for your contribution to the Talent Greenhouse. When I see your mood board, I find it's a little bit poor. There is some image in there I don't see they have any connection to your final result. I see some telephone girls from the 40s, the 50s. I don't know why they're in your picture, so I'm missing a bit connection to that part. When it comes to your work of the color, I think you have amazing foil techniques. I like the way you're foiling, it looks amazing. The sectioning, you're very precise in the way you do colors. You have an innovative way to create the color by using spray. That's of course, it's a little bit risky. I want to say first of all, be careful with that because it is still chemical working with and when around the face line, you have to be very careful with this kind of things because it's very evaporating. When it comes to the final end result, the color technique, I must admit, it doesn't appeal to me. It seems like it's not finished. It's look more like an unfinished look. And you talk about here the elegance of simple beauty. It doesn't look simple. It looks simple like to me, like it's not finished in a way. And I think that you have a great idea. I just think you need to practice it more because I think you can take it further to something very interesting. But the elegance and the finish and the simplicity of it, I'm missing that part.
I am outside the iconic Abbey Road Studios, a place of ultimate creativity. What an incredible place to end today's show. So let's take a look back at all of our participants' work. Thank you so much everyone for watching and a huge thank you to our judges. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to see our last 10 semi-finalists. Bye, see you tomorrow.